Hey there, I'm Richard Brandt, Monos Historian, and you're watching Stream It Now. Amazon Prime has 155 new movies today. Now that includes some overlap with Hulu, since Hulu and Amazon Prime tend to get some of the same movies in every month. For example, Jennifer Beals and Flashdance. There's also some overlap with other sites like Shout Factory TV. But what about all those esoteric offerings that are Amazon Prime's stock and trade? Well, you get the 1997 production of 12 Angry Men, starring Jack Lemmon, with an absolutely heartbreaking supporting performance by George C. Scott. The Mexican comedy A La Mala. Peter Weller, Ellen Barkin, Jeff Goldblum, and John Lithgow in W.D. Richter's cult classic The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai. John Wayne's directorial outing The Alamo. Melanie Griffith and James Woods and Larry Clark's Another Day in Paradise. Brooke Shields and Sherilyn Fenn in the drama Backstreet Dreams. Jodie Foster and Dennis Hopper in the Hopper-directed Backtrack. Ray Charles in Ballad in Blue, the documentary The Beach Boys, an American Band. Rosanna Arquette and Madonna in Susan Seidelman's Desperately Seeking Susan. Stuart Gordon's horror thriller Dolls, the indie horror thriller The Evil Down the Street. The Coen brothers' Oscar-winning Fargo. Ralph Bakshi's collaboration with Frank Frazetta, Fire and Ice. Sandra Bullock in Fire on the Amazon. Parker Posey and Michael Madsen in the 2004 version of Frankenstein. The Melee comedy Get Hard. Christopher Plummer in The Gospel of John. And George Stevens' classic The Greatest Story Ever Told. Peter O'Toole and Sophia Loren in Man of La Mancha. Nora Jones in My Blueberry Nights. The cult favorites Night of the Comet with Catherine Mary Stewart and Night of the Demons with Linnea Quigley. The Full Moon Anthology Possessed. Kathleen Turner, Danny Aiello, and Harvey Keitel in the drama Prince of Central Park. Dustin Hoffman and Tom Cruise in the Oscar winner Rain Man. Clu Gulager, Linnea Quigley, and the late James Karen in Return of the Living Dead. Craig T. Nelson and Helen Shaver in the biker flick Ride with the Wind. Gary Oldman and Lena Olin in Romeo is Bleeding. John Cusack, Chow Yun-fat, and Gong Li in the war drama Shanghai. Pamela Springsteen in the sequel Sleepaway Camp 2, Unhappy Campers, and Sleepaway Camp 3, Teenage Wasteland. Eric Estrada in Fred Olen Ray's horror thriller Spirits. Rosanna Arquette in Stigmata. Dennis Hopper, Steven Seagal, Tom Sizemore, and Jamie Presley in a cut-and-paste job from Albert Pyun, Ticker. The documentary The Tillman Story. Charles Pierce's 70s true crime classic The Town That Dreaded Sundown. Terrence Hill directs and stars in Trigger Man. Dennis Leary and Joe Mantegna in the crime drama Underworld. The Eddie Adams documentary An Unlikely Weapon. Anthony Michael Hall and Claudia Christian in Stan Winston's fantasy Upworld. Cynthia Wood in Van Nuys Boulevard. John Schneider in What Would Jesus Do? And Jeff Fahey, Bo Derek, and Robert Mitchum in a thriller directed by Mystery Science Theater favorite Robert Ginty, Woman of Desire. Like I said, there's 155 new titles in all. I've got the full list over at my blog, and I'll leave a link for you.